I'm a graphic designer and I designed a chocolate bar brand from the ground up just for fun, and I documented my entire process. So here it is from start to finish. So why are we doing chocolate? Every time I'm in the grocery store, I'm inspired by all the different chocolate packaging. There's so much room to get creative with design, printing techniques, and texture. Plus, the tall wrapper format makes for a fun challenge. To kick things off, I went down a Pinterest rabbit hole looking at brands that are doing it right, and to study what works, what info belongs on the wrapper, and what's possible with the packaging. Style-wise, my work is usually very line-based, and I think that can translate really well onto chocolate bar packaging. Here's a few pieces of my work so you can see how my style might translate into this project. From there, I jumped into Illustrator and started building the base packaging design. I'm planning to create 3 flavors, all tied together with the same line art frame. The empty space in the center will hold custom illustrations based on each flavor. Here's a few simple design iterations I went through before I landed on the one that I liked. I'm thinking I want the brand to have a subtle coastal feel. For the brand name, I'm using Solana as a placeholder, which is a beach town in North County, San Diego. That might change, but I also kind of feel like it works, but let me know what you guys think. For flavors, I'm thinking of keeping on the coastal theme with flavors along the lines of sea salt caramel, coconut, and maybe something citrusy. If you have any ideas on flavors, feel free to let me know. I'd love to use your idea. Picked up these 4 chocolate bars from the store for inspiration, but I want to choose one to use as a guide to mock up our design on. Out of these 4, I ended up liking the structure of this packaging the most, so let's grab the dimensions of this and resize our artwork in Illustrator. I ended up measuring and building out the whole die line in Illustrator, which is going to help out a lot when it comes to measuring and test fitting this on the chocolate. I then made adjustments to our design to be more vertical to fit the chocolate bar. I printed out the artwork and kept the die line at a low opacity, which helped make the cutting and folding process much easier. It's finally time to grab the chocolate from inside the packaging from the store to test fit it on my design. Overall, it fits great. It's a bit loose, but that should work itself out once we print this on a thicker cardstock. I've made up my mind on at least the first flavor, and that's going to be Sun Toasted Coconut. Since we have the name picked out, I started sketching out ideas on my iPad in Procreate, and here's what I ended up with. Since this first flavor is called Sun Toasted Coconut, I really wanted this first design to feel bright and sunny. So I designed a palm tree sitting beneath a radiating sun with some coconuts in the middle of the palm tree as well as some sitting at the bottom. I then brought the sketch into Illustrator and placed it inside the base frame that we've already made. This was a really cool moment placing the artwork in here because it really started to make the whole project feel complete, and it made me feel like my vision was actually going to work. I wanted to do another test print to see how the artwork is shaping up on the actual chocolate bar. I decided to get this test print done at FedEx on cardstock since this is what the final packaging will be on. I love how the artwork turned out on this test print, and printing on the cardstock helped it fit a bit better too. It's not as loose in there. I also added the brand name to the side of the chocolate bar, which I like. I might end up doing a design element, but I think it looks good for now. I'm so excited. We have one of 3 of the